The love that each one of you expresses and shares in every moment is helping to dissolve the illusion right now. October 28, 2015. Momentous changes are occurring all across the world right now. You truly can have no idea as to what is involved, but I assure you that what is happening will absolutely astound you when it becomes known, seen, and apparent everywhere. That statement is doubtless unsettling for you, but it also holds out a great hope for the world, and for humanity. Focus on the hope. Hope is an aspect of love that has always been present within your illusory environment. Sometimes it seems to have delivered what you expected, and many times it has led to disappointment. Hope needs your intent and your determination to bring it successfully to fruition. Often this has not been available, as you have hoped, but rather hopelessly. To materialize your hopes, your dreams, you have to hold a strong and precisely focused intention. And yet sometimes those hopes and dreams are not in alignment with the planned life paths on which you embarked, and so they do not pan out, and once more you are disappointed, and your ability to hope is compromised. However, humanity's awakening is in alignment with the life path that every human presently incarnate on earth has chosen to follow, and as you have already made the collective decision to awaken, and as God, your loving source and Father also intends it, you will awaken. No other outcome is remotely possible, therefore maintain and intensify your hope for this divine outcome. You must each play your essential parts in bringing it about. And what are those parts, those divine tasks that you have most willingly and enthusiastically undertaken? Those tasks are just one. At least once daily, and if you can, then more frequently, go within to your most holy inner sanctuary, and intend that your heart's open to allow the tsunami of love, of which every one of you is an inseparable part, to flow freely and abundantly through you and out into the world where so many remain asleep as they wait for the infusion of love that your allowing provides. Humanity, the one Son of God, in all its many aspects of race, color, creed, and ethnic origin, is working cooperatively and lovingly to complete the cycle of events that will dissolve the illusion. When you follow the mainstream news, that does not seem to be the case, but the mainstream media and its wealthy owners are more deeply asleep than most of those presently incarnate, because, difficult as it is for you to understand, they too have a part to play in the awakening through their state of unawareness. The awakening process that you are presently undergoing is boosted and intensified when events occur that cause pain and suffering. Pain and suffering have been endemic on earth since it came into being, and, throughout the ages, wise ones, mystics, prophets, and saints have demonstrated how to move out of those unhappy states by demonstrating love in action, by living lovingly and compassionately. However, because of the choice made to separate from God, fear arose, and humans believed that they needed protection from other humans who were different from them. The mere decision to see others as different led to conflict, as the judgment was made that someone who was different must be wrong, and therefore must be an enemy and a threat. But you are not different, you are all the beloved children of God. You have just chosen different appearances or masks which show up in the illusion as humans of different color, ethnicity, culture, or religious persuasion. These apparent differences confirm your belief in separation and arouse feelings of fear. That is why from the spiritual realms we keep on sending you the message that all are one, that there is no differentiation. Over the last 5 or 6 decades, this message is finally being heard, understood, and acted upon. Consequently, all across the world, there are wonderful signs of people realizing this. Now when catastrophes or crises occur, whatever their nature, people rush to help those caught up in them. The help is ongoing, persistent, and extremely effective, but within days the catastrophe is replaced in the news by other events, and many become unaware of and forget the ongoing humanitarian activities in response to those catastrophes. But now, in 2015, the crises can no longer be forgotten because they have become so pervasive and all-encompassing. Most humans are now aware that great changes are necessary in politics, in economics, in business activities, and in your own personal lives if you are to bring peace to the world, and the necessities of life to those in desperate need. That awareness is expanding and spreading worldwide, and as a result those who claim to be your leaders are having to change their minds and their policies because their positions as leaders are dependent on your approval, which many of them no longer have. Recent national elections have shown this very clearly. Change for the better, and of an amazing nature, is underway all across the planet, and the results of these changes are starting to become visible in the most unexpected places. Do not be deceived by the mainstream media. Their purpose is to confuse and distort in order to convince their viewers, listeners, and readers that the philosophies of the editors and owners is the sanest interpretation of the news that they present to you. Like all who are deeply asleep, they have intensely driven self-serving agendas that are attempting to maintain the status quo by discouraging people from questioning the opinions that they deliver, and then drive home by endless repetition. You know that change is occurring because you are in touch regularly with your guides or with channeled material that inspires your love and compassion for all sentient life forms, and you know deep within yourselves that there is only love. You do need to go within daily and commune on inner spiritual levels with us in the spiritual realms to enable you to continue opening your hearts to the tsunami of love that envelops and embraces you. There are many distractions flowing through the illusion that attempt to draw you down into the fear and hatred that is endemic within it. Make the intention daily to disregard those distractions, knowing, as you do, that they are unreal, and focus on being the love and the peace that you want to see embracing the world. You all have a brilliant and inextinguishable inner light, the light of God's love for His creation, burning within you. Hold it on high by being the loving being that you are since the moment of your creation. The time to end the game of separation is close at hand, and the love that each one of you expresses and shares in every moment is helping to dissolve the illusion right now. With so very much love, Saul. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman.wordpress.com